My lovely audience, welcome to Vanessa's World. If you watched my long video, you know already my story, my mission. But if you didn't watch, my channel is all about empowerment, about rebelling against the system, which is called freedom, but it's basically having a life that's barely to exist. It's called the traditional employment. And as I said many times, in my opinion, that's Stone Age. So I'm all about digital entrepreneurship, creating online businesses, helping each other to grow, uplifting each other. I overcame many challenges. My biggest achievement till date is overcoming addiction. That was the hardest battle I ever had, because I thought, other than losing my life, I also almost lost myself. And I succeeded in this, and so nothing else will be more difficult than successfully overcoming this. And I lived in different countries. I'm all about in love with location independent living and working, seeing different cultures, countries, and also, to have a life on your terms, under your conditions. So if you're a young, successful digital entrepreneur, someone who already left the corporate, I don't want to say chains, but more or less the corporate world, which I'm so happy I left. If you can share similar stories, if you successfully as well overcame addiction, and especially if you're women, because women, they don't want to speak up about this, but I'm here to support you in this. If you want to have a platform and if you want to go public, because I think that's our duty to help other people to maybe overcome if they are ready for this. You need to wanting it from yourself. It needs to come from within. But I want to be here setting a positive impact. If people think about could they dare to leave their employment, and if people think it's safe, no, it's not safe. It's not safe. If you're threatened, if you go longer than 1 month abroad, you can be terminated anytime soon. If you're tracked with your computer, every email, every call, your whole life is being controlled, and your whole life is on someone else's terms. People get in massive in drones, fired in tech companies. That's not safe. That's not a safe life. And I'm very passionate about this. So my main topics are living the life you want, creating the life you want, finding your mission, finding your purpose, living the life that is in alignment with you. And I'm also here to help you to basically transform your life, to find your God's given gift, because we all have one. And I realized I want to be in front of people, and not only because I want to speak and I'm important, I want to impact thousands of people's of life. That's my duty, that's my mission. Therefore I was born, because in the long video I will explain I went through many things, ups and downs, I had many struggles, but always I succeeded. And now I have the big mission and vision that I want to contribute and set a positive impact on, if hopefully this is becoming true, hundreds and thousands of people. So this is my biggest target. It's not just establishing a nice lifestyle for myself, being then able to living my independent life across the world. No, this is not done, because I realized my God's given gift, and we can figure out what is yours, is speaking to people, uplifting people, motivating people. I strongly believe in myself, and it took me years to actually achieve and staying here and saying that, but nothing was always bright. And so the years, the stories, the pain I went through brought me here. And I would say the biggest two challenges in my life I had was, one, overcoming successfully the addiction to alcohol, and secondly, deciding I'm not made for being in the chains, being complying in a traditional employment, being, you comply, you obey, you constantly being monitored, controlled, constantly you need to fear that you lose your job if you maybe work 1 week more from abroad. This is not life. So therefore now, better late than never, I'm about to establish my digital online business. I want to go on all social platforms. I hope that I can be public speaking, and that I can reach a very wide audience. And impact people's life on a positive level. Now, what I kindly ask you, my lovely audience, because you see, this is raw material. I don't edit the videos. They don't look any fancy right now. It's just very simple stuff to get my message out and to reach you guys, because it's all about getting the message out. At the end, it's not so much how the background looks, but just I start speaking to you and you get to know me and my story. But I would kindly ask you, if you are the next 1 or 2 weeks here in London and you have like an option that we could do a podcast, you have a studio, we could go somewhere, you saw some of my videos, you see yourself in my story, you align with my values, you also like the mission I want to set up. I want to set up a whole community for the digital entrepreneurs, and I just think about the name, but I set up where we have monthly meetings where we can grow and learn from each other. And yeah, this will be a membership based on our same values, mission, energy. So it's not open for the whole wide public, but it will be reduced to an amount of people. We have same values, believe in the same things. I want to create this, and it's about empowering you guys, and it's about taking control back of our lives, being in control, going in the driver's seat. Yeah, we are not barely anymore a passenger. We take control back, we reclaim the power back. So I don't only want to create a community. No, it's about a whole movement. And I want to be part of this movement. Yes, we will create a movement. It's not just any next community, because there are so many communities out there. I want that we exchange ideas, we are in contact. I do webinars or speakings, but we create a whole movement and you will be part of it. Now, in order to get this started, I'm doing this for you guys, for the community, not just to make myself here more known, but to reach a very wide audience. Kindly ask, can we do a podcast? Can I interview you? You can interview me. So please, if you have an option here in London and you're interested in the similar topics, then I would like to know your story. You tell your story, or I tell my story again in a more professional setting, but let's do it. Let's get started.